I bought this 97 Land Cruiser totaled, but I saw the potential. Follow along as I bring that vision to life. With the interior clean, insulated, and the carpets back in, it's finally time to bring everything together. The next step in the 97 revival is reinstalling all the weather stripping, moldings, trims, and panels back onto the rig. Since it had been a while since we took everything apart, my dad and I had to dig deep into the memory bank and rewatch a few of the old videos to figure out where everything went. It was like assembling a life-size puzzle. Each trim fits one way and one way only. To stay organized, I laid out all the parts and separated them by left hand and right hand components. Thankfully, they were labeled L and R, a small detail that makes a big difference. We started with the second row. First, we reinstalled the molding by snapping each one back into place. Then came the C-pillar cover, which clicks in but requires peeling back the molding slightly so the rubber can overlap the edges properly. Next, we reinstalled the C-pillar seatbelt using a 14mm bolt. Before tightening it down, we cleaned the hardware and sprayed both the bolts and mounting holes with WD-40 rust inhibitor, a simple step that helps prevent future corrosion. Once the seatbelt was in, we flipped down the cover flap and installed a longer trim piece that hides the seatbelt assembly and overlaps the top of the C-pillar. It snaps in with top and bottom clips and tucks neatly over the carpet by the wheel well. From there, we grabbed the small door jamb trim piece, laid it in its place, and then snapped it in using its two yellow clips. We then moved on to the side step trim pieces. I had taped the flathead clips to them earlier to avoid losing any. After setting them in place, I tightened them with a flathead screwdriver. With the added sound ending and carpet thickness, the clips certainly felt snug, but will eventually need to be replaced with slightly longer ones. Moving to the front row, we started by reinstalling the B-pillar top cover over the seatbelt adjuster, snapping it into its integrated clips. We then reinstalled the seatbelt, top bolt first, then the bottom. The lower mount can be quite tricky because the washer and spacer order matters. It should go bolt first, then the white plastic washer, the seatbelt bracket, the spacer, the lock washer, and finally the plastic spring washer. Under the second lower bracket, add another white plastic washer. I held it in place with a flathead screwdriver, inserted the bolt, and hand tightened before locking it down with a 14mm ratchet. Of course, I realized later that I forgot to reinstall the small plastic cover that hides that bolt. So much for remembering everything, I guess. And that's as far as this video will take us for today. There's still a lot more trim, weather stripping, and interior panels to go, so stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching, and make sure to follow to see us piece this cruiser back together one clip at a time.